A teenager flew 4,000 miles to stand inside Elvis Presley's mansion and spend the entire visit staring at a screen. The man who brought him there watched it happen and felt something cold move through his chest because he realized the kid wasn't broken. The kid was a preview of you. A famous writer went home and noticed he couldn't read a book anymore. 3 sentences in, his hand drifted toward his phone as if it had a mind of its own. What he uncovered next will change how you see every app on your home screen, including one number sitting on your phone right now that shows exactly what this has already cost you. Most people never look. You're about to. Start with the lie you've been telling yourself. I'm just undisciplined. Now, imagine an entire city gaining weight at once, and the only explanation offered is that everyone got lazy. You'd demand to know what changed in the food. So when a whole planet loses its ability to focus within 15 years, the cause isn't your character. Something got into the water. Thousands of the smartest engineers alive are paid to run experiments on your attention because your distraction is literally their revenue. Tonight, open your screen time report and write down the weekly total. 1 hour a day equals 15 full days a year. Gone. 3 hours a day equals a month and a half of waking life annually. Most people clear 3. Your life is built out of whatever you pay attention to. The scroll isn't skimming minutes off the top. It's draining the raw material of the person you were becoming. Today, catch your hand mid-reach for the phone and ask out loud, did I decide this? That half-second crack is where your mind comes back. They didn't steal your time. They stole the person your time was building. Go take it back. Scientists silenced one chemical in a rat's brain, and the animal starved to death with food 2 inches from its face. Its body worked and its mouth worked, but it simply would not cross the cage. Then researchers placed that same food directly on its tongue, and the rat lit up with pure pleasure. It could still enjoy, but it had only lost the ability to want. 2 separate systems explain why you can finally get everything you chased and still feel hollow. There's a doctor who runs an elite addiction clinic who got captured by vampire romance novels at 2 in the morning. Her confession exposes the lie inside every just one more, and you are getting the 30-second move that breaks its grip. First, the chemical itself. Dopamine doesn't fire when you receive a reward. It fires when you anticipate one. It spikes hardest on surprise, the gap between what you expected and what arrived, which is why the second slice never touches the first. The surprise is spent. Run a test on yourself today after the next thing you had to have ask, did I enjoy that or did I merely want it? Different answers come from different machinery. Even an expert got eaten by hers. That addiction doctor tore through one vampire novel, then needed the next, then steamier ones, reading on her phone in the dark while her family slept. She barely enjoyed any of them and was completely unable to stop because the liking shrank as the wanting grew. Craving intensity tells you nothing about how good a thing actually is. When just one more whispers, say out loud, "That's the chase, not the prize," naming it demotes a command into a suggestion. Picture 2 ancestors at a berry bush. One eats, feels content, and sits down satisfied, while the other eats, scanning the horizon, restless hunting more. The satisfied one died that winter, and you descend from 100,000 generations of the restless one, an engine with no off switch. Someone just built an infinite world to feed it, and your defense is to spend 30 seconds fully tasting something you already have. Phone face down. Feel the texture, the warmth, the brightness. Satisfaction lives in that circuit, and only that circuit can arrive. So the answer is killing desire wanting less is wrong, because that same engine built every cathedral and cure in history. The engine was never your enemy. The aim was, you were not chasing the prize, you were chasing the chasing. Tonight, do one want versus enjoy audit and one 30-second full taste. A compass can point forever, but it can never be a destination. So stop asking your wanting to be your happiness. The man who invented infinite scroll wishes he could take it back. Late one night, he wrote the code that made the feed bottomless, then watched it spread to nearly every app on earth. He has since done the math on how many collective human lifetimes pour into that endless glide every day. Start with what infinite scroll deleted. Feeds used to have a bottom. The page ended, you clicked next, and in that tiny pause, your brain got an exit ramp. Infinite scroll erased the bottom of the page, so those long scrolling blackouts are not weakness, but design. Rebuild the ramp yourself by setting a 10-minute timer before opening any feed. When it rings, that bell becomes your manufactured page end. An insider later warned that your phone functions like a slot machine. Pull to refresh is the lever. Maybe there is a reward, maybe there is not, and that uncertainty is a powerful behavioral hook. Tonight, disable every notification that is not a living human being trying to reach you. Red dots and badges are not information, they are bait. Thousands of engineers run experiments to discover exactly which color, timing, or trigger keeps people engaged longer. A satisfied user generates less revenue. Pull up your pickup count in settings and write the number down. Most people underestimate it. Notice the phantom reach instead. Your hand drifting toward the phone before any conscious decision happened. That is conditioning, and conditioning can be retrained. Tonight, let the phone sleep in another room. You are not failing the device. The device is succeeding at you. The prison was never locked. The door was just designed to look like a wall. A doctor handed a smoker a cigarette and said, light it, smoke it slowly. Notice everything. The man had failed to quit for years through clenched teeth and broken promises, but nobody had ever told him to pay attention. One careful drag in, he froze. It smelled like stale cheese and tasted like chemicals. That moment explains why your smartest reasoning collapses at night and why habits often overpower logic. Every habit follows the same loop: trigger, behavior, reward. Boredom hits, the hand reaches, relief arrives, and the brain records the pattern. Become a trigger detective. When the hand moves, pause and ask, what did I feel 1 second ago? Boredom, stress, loneliness? You can't interrupt a loop you can't see. Fighting a craving often strengthens it. Instead of saying, I must resist this, ask, what does this actually feel like right now? Curiosity shifts attention away from panic. Every craving has an expiration date. It rises, peaks, and fades if you neither feed it nor fight it. Most people never discover this because they act before the wave breaks. Try 4 steps. Recognize, allow, investigate. Note: observe the craving as an experience rather than a command. The smoker didn't overpower the urge. He examined it closely, and the spell began to dissolve. A craving is not a command. It's a suggestion with a countdown. A writer rented a small place at the edge of the land, left his smartphone behind, and lived 90 days without internet access. The first week felt unbearable. His hand kept reaching for a phone that was not there. By week 3, something unexpected returned. Real reading, hours deep, immersive reading. His attention slowly stitched itself back together, and his thoughts grew longer and clearer. The revelation was simple. Constant stimulation had never been adding value. It had been crowding something out: depth, presence, and reflection. Try a 10-minute walk today with nothing in your ears. No podcast, no music, no audio. The first few minutes may feel loud, That's often withdrawal, not boredom. A student named Sophie discovered this firsthand. Every empty moment of her day was filled with stimulation. Podcasts, videos, screens, and constant input. Her doctor realized the endless stream was not relieving anxiety. It was helping create it. When she began spending time in silence, the thoughts she'd been avoiding finally surfaced. Instead of overwhelming her, they gradually settled. Count your own zero-gap moments today. How many times did you allow yourself to experience a moment with no input at all? If the answer is 0, schedule 1. Tonight, draw 2 columns, consumed and built. List your day honestly. Consumption disappears quickly. Building compounds. Both spend the same currency, your time. The deepest forms of fulfillment require sustained attention. You can spend years consuming content without creating anything meaningful. Tomorrow, spend 45 minutes on one meaningful task with your phone in another room. You can consume an entire life without ever building one. The feed did not steal your fun. It counterfeited your fulfillment. A young psychiatrist lay restrained on a hospital bed, able to identify every symptom of his own unraveling. He had spent years helping others escape addiction, yet found himself trapped inside it. His addiction began as coping, stimulants to keep up with the relentless demands, alcohol to slow down afterward, small solutions that gradually consumed the very life they were supposed to protect. Try this sentence today. I use underscore, underscore, underscore to get through underscore, underscore, underscore. Fill in both blanks, honestly. Whatever occupies the first blank already owns part of the second. Another story reveals a different kind of trap. A woman went to checkups year after year and heard the same reassuring word, normal. Yet normal does not always mean healthy. Problems can develop silently for decades before they become impossible to ignore. The lesson is simple. Stop asking whether something is normal and start asking whether it is optimal. Your habits, your health, your time. 3 hours of daily scrolling becomes weeks of waking life every year. But time is only part of the loss. Hidden inside those hours is a version of yourself that never fully emerged. Write this sentence. The version of me that got crowded out was underscore, underscore, underscore. Don't soften it. Let the answer be honest. Regret has a purpose when it points toward action. You cannot reclaim a future you refuse to acknowledge. The psychiatrist's story did not end in that hospital bed. Recovery began when he faced reality directly. Your story is still being written as well. Take the person described in your sentence and give them 30 minutes tomorrow. Schedule it. Protect it. The future starts with time that has already been claimed. 6 in the morning, a man stood shaking beneath an ice-cold shower and chose to stay. Not as punishment, as strategy. He had spent years chasing relief from discomfort, only to discover that every shortcut left him feeling emptier. In the cold water, he found a different approach. Imagine pleasure and pain as opposite sides of a seesaw. Every quick hit of pleasure pushes the system in one direction. The brain responds by pushing back. That's why highs are often followed by crashes and cravings. But when you voluntarily embrace small discomforts, cold water, difficult effort, disciplined practice, the rebound can work in your favor. Try ending tomorrow's shower with 30 seconds of cold water. Count slowly. The goal isn't suffering. The goal is training. The strongest recovery tools often work before the craving appears. Move the phone out of the bedroom. Delete the app that triggers mindless scrolling. Remove temptations from the environment before willpower becomes necessary. Add friction wherever possible. Log out after each session. Move distracting apps into hidden folders. Turn the screen grayscale. Every small barrier creates a moment to choose instead of react. For deeper habits, consider a complete 30-day break. The first week is often the hardest. Many people quit because they mistake discomfort for failure. In reality, discomfort is frequently a sign that change is occurring. One final tool is delay. When the urge appears, don't say never. Say, not for 10 minutes. Set a timer and do something else. Many cravings lose their strength when they aren't immediately fed. Recovery is not a miracle. It is a skill. The same habits that build the cage can also build the exit. Surgeon left the operating room because she realized she was treating symptoms while the real causes continued upstream. Her search led her to a surprising place: the cell. Inside nearly every cell are mitochondria, tiny power plants that help generate the energy required for daily function, including self-control. When energy systems are strained by poor sleep, inactivity, or unstable nutrition, cravings and mental fatigue often become stronger. That afternoon crash many people experience may feel like a character flaw, but it can also reflect an energy problem. One simple brick to lay today: take a 10-minute walk after your largest meal. Another discovery changed neuroscience forever. The brain is not fixed. It continually adapts to what we repeat. Every habit strengthens a pathway, and new habits can strengthen different ones. Sleep is one of the most important materials in that rebuilding process. An exhausted brain struggles to regulate impulses and focus attention. Set a bedtime alarm that reminds you when to begin winding down, not just when to wake up. Movement helps too. 20 minutes of challenging activity a few times each week can improve energy, mood, and resilience. Then train attention directly. Sit quietly for 2 minutes. Every time you notice your mind wandering and gently bring it back, count that as a successful repetition. The final brick is connection. Isolation often strengthens unhealthy habits, while genuine face-to-face relationships provide support that screens cannot fully replace. Schedule one undivided conversation this week. Put the phone away, listen fully, be present. 5 bricks: a post-meal walk, a bedtime alarm, meaningful movement, attention training, and real human connection. None look dramatic in a single day. All compound over time. You were never meant to run on empty. Stop blaming the driver and start fueling the engine. After stepping away from constant distraction, a writer noticed something unexpected. His attention began to settle. He could follow an idea for hours without interruption. The scattered state he had assumed was permanent slowly disappeared. What returned has a name: flow. Flow is a state of complete absorption in a meaningful challenge. Time fades. Self-consciousness quiets. Attention locks onto a single objective. Many researchers consider it one of the deepest and most satisfying human experiences. There is a catch. Flow requires sustained attention. Constant interruptions make it nearly impossible to reach. Tomorrow, create a 90-minute fortress block. One meaningful task, one browser tab, phone in another room. When distractions appear, write them down instead of chasing them. Deep focus has become rare. That rarity makes it valuable. While many people compete in the shallows of constant distraction, those who can concentrate deeply gain an extraordinary advantage. Protect focus time the way you would protect an important meeting. Put it on your calendar. Defend it. The same drive that once fueled distraction can be redirected. Desire itself is not the enemy. The real question is where it is aimed. Write one sentence tonight. I am aiming my wanting at underscore, 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 underscore. Put it somewhere visible. The greatest reward is not productivity alone. It is presence. Undivided attention has become one of the rarest gifts you can offer another person. Your family notices it. Your friends notice it. The people around you notice it. One fortress block, one protected calendar slot, one clear aim. You are not merely escaping distraction. You are recovering a powerful advantage that many people surrendered long ago. A young doctor once lay restrained in a hospital bed. Ironically, he was a psychiatrist trained to help people escape addiction. Yet he found himself trapped by his own destructive patterns. Years later, he became the kind of physician who could reach struggling people because he understood the problem from the inside. His greatest failure became part of his greatest strength. One of the most dangerous beliefs sounds harmless. This is just who I am. I'm undisciplined. I'm broken. I'm a quitter. These statements turn temporary chapters into permanent identities. Identity is not fixed. It is built through repeated choices. Try one exercise today. Catch a limiting I am statement and move it into the past tense. Instead of I'm someone who wastes time, try I'm someone who used to waste time. The difference seems small, but it changes the direction of the story. The doctor's recovery was not about becoming who he was before. It was about becoming someone new. The lessons from his struggle became tools he could use to help others. Write down one thing your hardest season taught you, not something you wish had happened, something you learned because it happened. That lesson is not a scar, it is equipment. Real transformation is built in ordinary moments. The healthy choice, the protected hour, the repeated habit, the decision made when nobody is watching. Tomorrow morning, ask one question before you reach for a screen. What would the person waiting on the other side do in the next hour? Then do that one thing. You do not need to rebuild your entire life today. You only need to live the next hour as the person you are becoming. Your worst chapter is not the whole story. The future remains unwritten, and every choice helps write the next page. The person waiting on the other side has not disappeared. They're still there, waiting for you to meet them.